Hej. Som lovet, så slipper jeg ikke helt for mig endnu. Jeg har også i den her udgave af Gaming, men næste uge, der tager stemmen over igen. Den her udgave af Gaming, der skal vi tage et kig på Brütal Legend, hvor Thomas Bense har taget en snak med Tim Schafer. Så skal vi også kigge lidt på et nyt sneak peek for Mini Ninjas, det danske spil. Så har jeg selv undertegnet fået en snak med NHL, fanen og Rødovre-spilleren Michael Schmidt. Jeg har også en masse nye trailers til jer, så det bliver en action-packed 20-25 minutter, vi går ind i alle sammen. Vi lægger ud med Thomas Bense, Tim Schafer og Brütal Legend.
Like to see, I think, games that try to do something a little different, and also games that have cool music and a lot of action in them, and that's what Brütal Legend does.
What kind of game is Brütal Legend?
It's an action game where you battle through a heavy metal world as a roadie, a normal guy from the modern world who gets pulled back in time to a barbaric world where humanity's been enslaved by demons, and he has to use his roadie skills to put together the ultimate band, but really it's an army, and put them in a tour bus and take them on a tour of destruction to liberate humanity.
And the main character, that's not a secret, that's Jack Black, and how has it been to work with him?
Ever since he came on the project, it's been really a lot of fun. He really likes metal, he really likes video games, he plays a lot of video games, and he really liked that setting for our game and the fact that it's all about how serious and yet how ridiculous but how awesome heavy metal is all at the same time. And he adds a lot of humor, improvises a little dialogue, and adds a whole layer of believability and depth to the character of Eddie Riggs, I think.
Since people start talking about this game, there have been a lot of focus on the humor. Is that the most important thing for this game?
Well, it definitely is. I think it's part of the entertainment of the game, because not everybody likes heavy metal, but the heavy metal in the game is just for them will be a backdrop, and maybe the humor or the action will be the part of the game that they like the most. So it's just one element, because everybody there'll be one thing that everyone will like, and for some people it will be the humor, I think.
And what's the one favorite thing for you?
I like the soundtrack. We have over 108 licensed pieces of music. So some of my favorite bands, all of my favorite bands and some of my favorite songs in it. And I think even if you don't like metal, you'll enjoy playing the game for the action and the humor. But I think by the end of the game, you'll be a metal fan yourself.
Det var, hvad Tim Schafer havde at sige om Brütal Legend. Nu skal vi over til noget helt andet, hvor vi skal tage et kig på EA Sports hovedkontoret i Canada. Prøv at se, hvordan det gik, da Daniel var på besøg.
Jeg står nu her i hovedkontoret for EA Sports i Vancouver. Siden af mig har jeg Steve Frost, som vil tage os rundt på en lille tur, og så vi kan få et lille indblik i, hvad der egentlig sker her på det her enorme facility. So Steve, where are we right now?
Right now we're in the NHL development area where we make the NHL franchise. So the game is about 3 weeks from being completed, and they're just fine-tuning and polishing right now, playing the game a lot, looking for bugs. But if you follow me, I'll take you throughout the rest of the studio, and we'll show you some really cool places here at EA Canada.
Thank you.
A lot of the people on the development team are basketball players, and so we have competitive and recreational basketball leagues that usually come, from about 11 o'clock to about 2 o'clock every afternoon. So this facility is open 24 hours, 7 days a week, and it's a good chance for the employees to kind of release some of their energy. If they're putting in long days, the team is finaling, they can come down here and work out, get a sweat going, go back, and they feel refreshed and recharged.
It's quite a facility, and there's a lot of people working here. How many are working at the EA Canada?
So this is the largest studio that EA has, and it's about 1,700 employees work at this studio alone. And then right across from this studio, and part of it, is our motion capture studio, and this is the world's largest motion capture studio. You can kind of take a look through these doors here, get an idea of the scope of it. It's 2 full studios, right there. And we do all the motion capture for all of EA games here, with the exception of Tiger Woods. And for Tiger Woods, we usually pack up one of these studios. We put it in, 18-wheelers, and we drive to him. And so wherever he's going to be for 2 days or 3 days, and we can do motion capture with him, we take the studio to him. So here's the entrance to EA Canada, the lobby. Everybody who arrives here at EA comes through these doors. We have a security desk where you have to actually be signed in and accompanied by somebody who works here because of all the proprietary information that we have our team's working on. Store. Another one of my favorite places is the EA company store. All the employees get 1 game per month, and so that way we're familiar with all the games that we make and we can play them and be comfortable with them.
Vi er tydeligvis ikke de eneste, som synes, der ser flot ud herfra. Som man kan se herovre i hjørnet, så er der andre mennesker, der også synes, der skal tages levende billeder herfra.
So you see a spectacular, panoramic view of the city of Vancouver and Burnaby over on your left. We got eastern Vancouver into some of the other suburbs, and then here's EA Canada from a rooftop view. You can get an idea of exactly how large it is.
It looks definitely amazing. And Steve, I would like to thank you for this little tour around.
My pleasure.
It's been a pleasure, to see your facility here in Vancouver.
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed it and get a little taste of EA Canada here in Vancouver.
Nu skal vi have et kig på de allernyeste trailers, hvor der er kommet en spritny trailer til Assassin's Creed 2 og en masse andre gode sager.
There are certain moments a man never forgets. His first kiss. His first duel. But most of all, the moment he first discovers his purpose in life.
I am bound to pronounce you guilty.
That moment happened 30 years ago.
You and your collaborators are sentenced to death.
Father! I'll kill you for what you've done!
Arrest him!
quiet around here. Where is everyone? Yeah, like death. Huh? He looks hurt. You okay? What happened here?
Krauser, wait! Something's not right with this guy.
That's our guide. What happened? We better find that guide before it's too late.
Krauser!
This way. Get inside! Leon, what the hell is going on here?
I've just been hibernating for 15 years to become one with the Veronica virus.
You haven't told us your name yet.
Manuela.
That means stay close if you want to get out of here alive, kid.
This way. You know, I shouldn't even be standing here, given the circumstances.
So this is what Umbrella's virus can do, huh?
Yeah. There was something different about this one.
Daddy-o, what's up? Seriously, fucking A.
Now I take trips to Baghdad, dummy wow.
You see this city? I own it. Everything. I work my fingers to the bone. Ho, 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 ho. Ladies, prepare to suffer. Arab money. This is a gold phone. Solid. My name will go down in history. Get into it. Feel it. We're getting Arab money. We're getting Arab money. We built the pyramids, baby.
Og nu skal vi over til sportsfænomenet. Ingen ringere end Michael Schmidt, den mægtige tyr fra Rødovre Ishockeyklub. Lige nu, der var vi vidne til Michael Schmidts ødelæggelse af hans holdkammerat Morten Andresen. Det var i indholdet 10. Michael, hvordan er det at sidde og spille lidt virtuel ishockey, hvor I jo normalt står på den rigtige is og kaster rundt med hinanden?
Meget anderledes, men også på den fede måde. Man kan få lov til at spille de store stjerner, og så lave alle de der tricks, som man måske ikke selv kan i virkeligheden, men også kan et eller andet sted. Og man bliver bare fanget. Det er så realistisk, det her spil, i forhold til de tidligere versioner, at jeg må indrømme, det er første gang, jeg prøver det i dag, og jeg er virkelig fanget af det her spil. Det er så virkelighedstro, og man kan alle de der små detaljer, som man som hockeyspiller har savnet tidligere, og det er med nu, og det gør det bare rigtig fedt.
Er der noget, du er virkelig god til et eller andet spil? Synes du selv måske?
Ej, jeg vil sige, Burnouten, den har jeg brugt rimelig mange timer på, så den ligger nok i top.
Er der noget, du lagde sådan ekstra mærke til, når du spillede det hele nye NHL 10? Er der hvor du tænker, wow, det der det er virkelig, virkelig realistisk?
Ja, altså generelt alle de der små detaljer, når man står ved banden og skubber til hinanden, og specielt slåskampene, den her gang, der kan man få lov til at dukke sig og fjerne sig og parere slagene i forhold til de gamle spil, hvor det bare var slå. Her der kan man virkelig meget mere, der handler det også om teknik, som det gør i virkeligheden.
Tror du måske at lave events som det her, og måske et spil som NHL 10 bliver mere udbredt, kan hjælpe måske ishockeyen med at komme tilbage i Danmark, hvis man kan sige det?
Jamen det håber jeg meget på. Altså, og når spillene bliver så realistiske, som de gør nu, og man virkelig bliver fanget i dem på den her måde, ikke kun for almindelige hockeyspillere, men også alle dem, som har været ude at spille i dag, som jeg spiller imod, virkelig bliver fanget i det, jamen altså, så tror jeg helt sikkert, at det giver et lille skub.
Så måske kan være nogle af de her unge mænd, som der har udfordret dig i dag, mødes med dig på isen senere?
Nej, det vil næsten være synd for dem. En ting er, at de har en chance her, men ude på isen...
Der dominerer du?
Det skulle jeg meget gerne gøre i hvert fald.
Før vi runder helt af, skal vi også have et kig på det dansk udviklede spil Mini Ninjas, hvor vi får en snak med en af udviklerne. Vi har indtaget IO Interactives kontor for at snakke med Jeremy og hans 2 søde venner om, hvad Mini Ninjas er for et spil. So Jeremy, what's the whole deal about Mini Ninjas?
What is the whole deal? Well, it's you want to know the whole story? Is that what you're asking?
No, just what is the whole gameplay idea?
Okay, well, it's an action adventure game. It's intended for like a younger demographic than our usual pretty hardcore games. It's definitely a game about like running on rooftops, sneaking, jumping, hanging from ledges, maybe infiltrating enemy camps, throwing in a smoke bomb, drop in, free the animals from cages. That's the slight twist on this situation. But the base intention is to make like a very authentic ninja game with a twist, I guess you could say.
There's a whole level up thing and all the spells that you can do. Aren't you afraid that it maybe gets a little bit too difficult for young children?
That's totally the challenge, developing it. It was like making a game that's really accessible and easy for kids to pick up and play, or anybody to pick up and play, but also like having an appeal in there for hardcore gamers. But honestly, I think we hit it. The RPG elements that you're talking about, it's not like you have to get in there and assign points when you level up, and most of that's done for you, right? So it's that's why I say it's a light RPG elements in it.
So how do you finish your opponents in the game?
Well, combat ends up you're fighting with a sword or a big mallet if you're playing with Futo, or a little wooden flute if you're Suzumi, for example. But when you defeat an enemy, the enemy falls, and actually you release the animal that was used to create them in the first place. So you're sort of, by doing that, you're restoring harmony to the forest and the world. Balance of nature is being maintained, right? So that's how things end up when you're fighting.
But you aren't afraid it's too violent because you're still slicing up things with swords and hammers?
We've gone to a lot of length to tone that down, right? There's no blood in the game at all. There's no killing of any kind. So everything's a little diffused in that way. But it's still, it's very Arcadian action in the fighting. So there's no when you're hitting an enemy. It's more like a musical tone, for example. So I think it's pretty about as downplayed as we could while still having combat in the game, right?
So why make a kids game instead of making a hardcore gamers game? Is it easier?
No, it's definitely not easier. It's very outside our comfort zone as a developer. A lot of reasons. The classic answer that I give people when people ask me that is that we're getting older and we have kids and we like to go home and show our kids things that we work on. That's one. But also just we don't want to be locked into a little pigeonhole, you know. We don't want to be categorized, and for years I think we were hardcore shooters. That's what we made, and it's really great to break out of that, right? We have lots of people in this company that have great ideas, and we want to break into other genres. That's all, right? So now that we've done it, it feels great. It feels like we've shown at least that we can do a pretty wide spectrum of games.
Before we end, do you have some awesome ninja tricks that you could show us?
No, totally don't. No. It's all an illusion.
Det var alt, jeg havde til jer i den her udgave af Gaming. Stemmen tager over i næste uge, så husk at følge med.